My son-in-law thought he could ruin my life, steal my house, even frame me for a crime I didn't commit. He didn't know I was watching. 2 years of planning, waiting. And now it's payback time. Justice isn't revenge, it's consequences. Watch how I brought him to his knees. And finally, reclaimed everything he tried to take from me. People think prison changes you overnight, like you walk in angry and walk out wise. That's not how it works. Prison doesn't change you fast, it changes you quietly. By the time I walked through those gates, I wasn't loud anymore, I wasn't crying, I wasn't begging, I was watching. My name is Evelyn Carter. I was 63 years old when I was sent to federal prison for a crime I didn't commit. And the person who put me there was my own son-in-law. Before all this, I wasn't weak. I wasn't confused. I wasn't careless. I ran a clean, boring, respectable life. I'd been a tax consultant in Plano, Texas for over 30 years. Not flashy money, honest money. Clients trusted me because I never cut corners. I raised my daughter the same way. Straight lines, no shortcuts. My husband passed away 10 years earlier. Heart attack. Gone before the ambulance arrived. After that, everything I did was for 2 people, my daughter Lauren and my grandson Ethan. So when Lauren married Ryan Walker, I wanted it to work. Ryan was charming, too charming honestly, but I ignored that. He worked in real estate, talked fast, smiled faster. He called me Mom within 6 months. That should have scared me. It started tiny. Ryan came to me one evening with paperwork. "Hey, Mom, quick question," he said, leaning against my kitchen counter like he owned the place. "I need help structuring something for a client. Just advice." I skimmed the papers. Nothing illegal, just fuzzy. I told him no. He laughed it off. "Relax, just asking." That was the first lie, not the paperwork, the laugh. Because he didn't relax. He remembered. Over the next year, Ryan slowly pulled strings I didn't see. Clients I'd never met suddenly appeared in records. Electronic signatures I never signed existed. Money moved through accounts I'd never touched. I didn't notice at first. Why would I? He was family. He ate at my table, held my grandson on his shoulders. Then one morning, 6:12 a.m., my door exploded inward. FBI, cold hands, cold cuffs. "Evelyn Carter, you're under arrest for wire fraud and embezzlement." I laughed. Actually laughed. That's how sure I was there'd been a mistake. Ryan testified against me, swore under oath I'd been the mastermind, said I pressured him, said I manipulated him. He cried, real tears. The jury ate it up. My public defender was drowning, underpaid, overworked. I was sentenced to 24 months, 2 years at 63. Lauren didn't look at me when the verdict came down. That hurt worse than the sentence. Prison isn't loud all the time. Most of it is silence. You think. You replay moments. You notice patterns. And I noticed something important. Ryan never visited, not once. Lauren came. My grandson drew me pictures. Ryan stayed away. That told me everything, because innocent people don't avoid eye contact forever. Guilty ones do. Here's what Ryan never bothered to learn about me. I don't put things in my name. After my husband died, I created a family trust. The house, savings, everything. Ryan thought the house was Lauren's. It wasn't. It was mine. And it was protected. I smiled when I realized he was living in a house he didn't own. Smiled quietly. In prison, I met women who'd been ruined by men like Ryan. I listened, and I learned. And one guard, Officer Ramirez, noticed my legal books. "You're not like the others," she said. "No," I replied. "I'm patient." She pointed me toward the right kind of help once I got out. Not revenge, process. When I walked out, Ryan was waiting, smiling, fake concern plastered all over his face. "Hug?" he asked. I stepped past him. Didn't say a word. That scared him. I could tell. Ryan thought prison broke me. He thought I'd come out bitter or tired. Instead, I came out organized. Every document, every transaction, every signature. I hired a forensic accountant, then a lawyer, then another. Not to attack, to wait. Because the law doesn't rush, and neither do I. People like Ryan don't stop because they should. They stop because they can't anymore. And Ryan didn't know how to stop. 6 months after I got out, Ryan upgraded his life. New truck, new suits. Weekend trips he couldn't explain, and all of it was loud. That's the thing about greedy people. They get sloppy when they think they've won. I sat in my apartment every night, legal pads spread out, highlighter in hand, building timelines. Money doesn't lie. People do. The accountant. Her name was Marissa Cole, forensic accountant, cold eyes, sharp mind. She didn't care about my feelings. That's why I trusted her. 3 weeks in, she leaned back and said, "Evelyn, he didn't just steal from you." She slid a spreadsheet across the table. He stole from everyone. Shell companies, fake vendors, split deposits under reporting thresholds, classic tax fraud. "I can prove it," she said. "But once this starts, it doesn't stop." I nodded. Good. I didn't accuse Ryan. That's amateur stuff. I reported numbers, transactions, dates, patterns. The IRS doesn't care about drama, they care about math. And Ryan's math was dirty. The first letter came 2 months later. Not an arrest, not an accusation, just a request for records. Ryan called me that night, first time since the trial. "Hey, Mum," he said, too casual. "Quick question, did you ever file amended returns?" I smiled. "No," I said. "Why?" Long pause. "Oh, no reason." That's when fear entered his voice. My daughter didn't scream. She whispered, "Mum, Ryan says the IRS is auditing him." I stayed calm. "That's serious." "He says you did this." I didn't deny it. I didn't confirm it either. I said the truth. If Ryan didn't break the law, he'll be fine. Silence. She knew. This is where the chessboard tipped. My attorney sent Ryan a certified letter. Notice of trust review. He had 90 days. That's all. Ryan lost it. Real estate firms hate one thing more than crime: attention. Ryan's brokerage placed him on leave. Clients started backing out. Deals froze. Money stopped flowing. And that's when panic truly set in. Lauren didn't call me this time. She showed up, eyes red, bags packed. "I can't do this anymore," she said. "I don't know who he is." I hugged her. First time in years. A big one. Former prosecutor. Expensive. That told me everything. People don't hire sharks unless they're bleeding. Marissa looked at me and said, "He's done." Ryan called me at 6:45 a.m. I let it go to voicemail. "Please, I'll give you the house. I'll fix everything. Just don't destroy me." I deleted it because I wasn't destroying him. I was stopping him. Desperate men do stupid things. I hired someone, not to hurt him, to watch him. Better paranoid than dead. June 18th, 9 a.m. I pulled up to the house on Redwood Lane right on time. The sheriff's cruiser was already there. Same driveway I paid for, same front door I picked out 20 years earlier. Only difference. This time I wasn't leaving in cuffs. Ryan walked out before I even reached the porch. He looked wrecked, unshaven, wrinkled clothes, eyes bouncing like he hadn't slept in days. "This is my son's home," he shouted. The deputy cut him off. "Sir, this property belongs to the Carter Family Trust." Ryan turned to me. Fear finally beat anger. Evelyn, please. I didn't rush. I never rush. I'll move out, he said. I'll cooperate. Just stop the IRS thing. I shook my head. That's not mine to stop. His hands were shaking. You planned this. Yes, I said. I planned the truth. He dropped to his knees. Right there on my driveway, neighbours watching, deputy standing still. I'll confess. I'll tell them everything. I looked down at him. Too late. The deputy handed him the eviction notice. 2 hours. That's it. Ryan went inside like a ghost. When he came back out, all he had was 2 suitcases, 1 box, 5 years of living. Reduced to cardboard. His BMW was gone, repossessed. A friend's beat-up sedan waited at the curb. He didn't look back when he left. Inside felt strange, familiar, but wrong. Different paint, different furniture, but the bones were still mine. In the bedroom, I found something, my old chessboard. I picked up the white queen, set it back. Checkmate, I whispered. August, cold courtroom, Ryan in orange, smaller. His fancy lawyer had bailed, public defender now. The same kind I had, symmetry matters. Emails, fake companies, forged signatures. The prosecutor didn't rush, she didn't need to. Ryan stared at the table. He didn't fight, he didn't cry. He knew. 4 years federal, fines, restitution, probation after. The judge looked at him and said, "You didn't just steal money, you stole years from an innocent woman." That hit harder than the sentence. Mine took 15 minutes. Conviction vacated, apology issued, compensation ordered. It didn't erase prison, but it cleared my name. And that mattered more. Lauren came back slowly, carefully. We talked, cried, sat in silence. My grandson learned chess at my kitchen table, beat me fair and square. I smiled like I'd won anyway. If this story moved you, like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Justice takes time, but it always shows up.